the Parade Gardens here in Bath. It's beautiful. It's kind of a dreary day, but there's the Bath Abbey. We'll be looking at that tomorrow. Right now we're going to try to find something to eat and go back to our room before it gets too dark and cold. It's a huge pine tree. I've never seen a pine tree that looks quite like that. And then it's another huge, like, cedar or something. It's huge. And up there's the McDonald Spa Hotel where we're staying. We just went walking out in town, and first day here, we're worn out, but it's a good walk. And we had some fish and chips. Now it's, I think, a little bit after 5 o'clock.
6:21.
Oh, it's 6:21. We're gonna go back to our room and scrape the contacts off my eyes, take a shower, and it's just bright, and get ready for bed. Even though it's only like 2 o'clock in Texas. Anyway, it's really beautiful. What are we doing, Dad?
We're on the Bath walking tour of all the historic stuff. Well, not all, but some of the prominent historic stuff in Bath.
Can you feel the heat, Dad?
It's hot.
It was from the water.
Yeah, from the hot springs underneath. These people here wait about an hour to take a bath in the hot springs. You're inside the Bath Abbey.
They've got some construction going on back there. There's the very ingenious Mr. Harvey. Had to have been one of our relatives. He was that ingenious.
Non, c'est la source qui remonte.
Ah oui.
C'est là où elle arrive après les vieilles eaux. C'est là, c'est le premier bassin de la source.
Good Sunday morning, the Lord's Day. It's a blessing to be here. We just left our room. We're outside of our hotel. We're going to head down to town to get some breakfast because it costs way too much to eat at this supposedly 5-star hotel. We have nothing that we have to do today except at 6 o'clock this evening we're eating at a historic restaurant called Sally Lunn's. It's been there since the 1600s. So we're going to go for a walk later today, and Dale and I both kind of have colds. I still have a cold. Dale's kind of getting a cold too, and it's cold and everything, but I mean, it is what it is, so we'll enjoy it. And so it's like 11, I guess, to about 10 o'clock here, which is what, 4 o'clock in Texas, 3 o'clock in Texas? I don't know. It's still middle of the night in Texas, so it's been a little hard getting used to the different time, you know, sleeping through the night when we really should be awake, but it's all working out. So it's beautiful here. We're expecting on Sunday that a lot of people will be going home, I hope. And then tomorrow we'll be headed out of here and headed toward the Cotswolds. Curious? We just came out of the hotel and Dale forgot his phone, so he's running back to get it. But we're in front of the hotel and I can look out above the trees and see the one of the churches. I guess it's the Bath Abbey steeple, and you can hear the bells. It is so pretty, so cool knowing such a historic place we're in. Let me see if I can. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can turn this around. Hang on. I don't know if you could see the tower through the trees right in the center over there. But everything's just so beautiful. Looks like the sun's trying to come out. This is the front of our hotel. You can hear the water. And that fountain. Huge tree. The birds are sing so loud and pretty here. I don't know what type of bird it is, but it just always sounds so pretty. I don't know what kind of tree that is. It's not budding yet, but I bet when it does, it's really gorgeous. You can see straight on down there, there's like a little rock cave thing. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but you can go in there and walk through it. It's kind of neat. And then over here is, I don't know, just some other edifice. I don't know if that was ever used for anything. It's kind of neat. Just a couple of chairs in there you can sit, I guess, and contemplate life in England. I don't know. And then this is the path that we follow all the way down to the street where we can head into town, which is what we'll be doing here in a second. That tree right there through there, oh, it's gorgeous. So huge. It's hard to believe that we see so many things that are so old. I mean, yesterday at the Roman baths, 1st century AD, we were touching stuff that had been made then. It was just amazing. Their paganism is pretty repelling, though, for sure. The way they worshipped all the weird gods and whatnot. But kind of helped me understand maybe what the first Christians were facing when Rome ruled, and they were trying to keep themselves apart from all those pagan practices. There's my man coming down from getting his cell phone that he forgot. He's taking a photo, probably trying to show the church that I tried to show y'all. Oh, can you hear the birds? So, what did they say about the street?
So this is Pulteney Street, which is named after the wife of the dude who bought Bathwick on this side of the river. No, this side of the river we're on. And this was built before Bath kind of started to go downhill and lose its luster until it was reborn again, so to speak. So this was a promenade, and the sidewalks are so wide because this is where the Victorian, I think, was the right era. The Victorian men and women would get in their best clothes, walk up and down on either side to see and be seen, and of course all the homes on the side have large windows on the opening onto the sidewalk so you could see from inside as well. Then we learned that there are two different types of architecture at work here. The bottom, I forget what it's called, and the top. The bottom, where the blocks are more defined, is different than the upper levels where they're smooth.
This is all Bath limestone. Yeah. Almost all the buildings in Bath are made out of this limestone. So we just entered into town, and we're still on Pulteney Street. We're fishing to cross Pulteney Bridge, where we had breakfast yesterday. And the cool thing about Pulteney Bridge is when they built it, the request was to build the bridge without being able to tell it is a bridge. So it literally looks like you're walking down a street. If you look down there, it looks like a street because it has shops on both sides, but it's actually a bridge. And if you go to the end and look around, it's over a big river, which is pretty cool. So this is the back side of the bridge that you can't see, that we were just up there on the street level. This is the river that it's crossing. It's called the Avon. We found out yesterday that a lot of rivers in England are called Avon because the Celts, the word for river is Avon. So when the Romans and all these other people would conquer them and ask them what's the name of this river, they never bothered to name rivers, they just called it Avon. So basically, when you say Avon River, it's the river. Cool little path on our start of the walk. We came up a big old hill down there. You can see the city in the background. Now we're going up a path towards Sham Castle.
Break.
So we just came across this swing. Way to go, Dad. We just left Sham Castle and saw this on the way down. Way to go. Sham Castle was up there. Now we're headed down to another path over there. Okay. We're still on the path.
The Claverton Downs, I think is.
Yeah, this is Claverton Downs. We crossed a street over there through a little gate.
There's very strong wood smoke in the air.
Yeah, somebody's burning a fire. It smells good. And so we have to follow this path. There's some sheep, some cows up there. So we're gonna.
Is that one sheep dead?
No, it's just sleeping, I'm sure.
I didn't know sheep slept flat on their side before like that.
It is laying on its side, isn't it? I don't know, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, so it's kind of cool. We're out in the English countryside. There's homes over there and farm country. It's neat. We're really far from Bath, though. I mean, we're like,
Pretty far. You can't even see Bath.
we're a long way from Bath. I hope I make it back. Say what we're doing.
Oh, we're coming to the end of the Bath skyline. We're headed back to our spa hotel thing, and this is along the canal. There's some of these boats. We've seen this elsewhere, not seen it, but heard about this elsewhere in different countries where these are for hire. You can rent these and go up and down the canal, but there are some down here that people actually live on.
Yeah.
Canal boats that you just pull over. I'm sure you have places where you dock, like, you know, frequently, but you can just pull over and spend the night wherever you're at.